now we see parsing HTML with the Beautiful Soup method. Beautiful Soup is a model for extracting information from HTML page. The Beautiful Soup model's name is BS4, that is Beautiful Soup version 4. To install it, we need to run pip install Beautiful Soup 4 from command line. Okay, let us see some HTML tags here. This is a HTML file, okay, which is downloaded from nostarch.com. This HTML having this information: HTML header, title, and then P paragraph tag, and then span ID, author. Okay, this is information. Now here, using this file, if you want to extract some tags, you have to import BS4 model, okay, and as well as you have to import request, because we have to get or open nostarch.com and get the content of nostarch.com into response. Okay, if there is a error in the response, then it raise for exception. Otherwise, it creates the object from response.text. This entire HTML file becomes response.text, which is stored in the nostarch soap variable or an object. This is now treated as object. Okay, now if you select type nostarch.soup, it gives this is a class of BS4.beautiful soup. Okay, if you try to execute this in the Jupyter, using Jupyter Notebook, if you try to run this, it displays the type of nostarch soup is of BS4.beautiful soup. Okay, after this, now if you want to retrieve some HTML tags, then you can go through Beautiful Soup methods. Okay, and what are those Beautiful Soup methods? We will see. There is a select method with the Beautiful Soup object, which gives a result of CSS selectors. Okay, the examples of CSS selectors are soup.selectDiv, which gives all elements named div; soup.selectAuthor, which gives element with the attribute or ID author; soup.selectNotice, which gives all elements that use a CSS class attribute named notice. Then soup.selectDivSpan gives all elements named span that are within the element div. Soup.selectDivSpan, this gives all elements named span that are directly within an element div. Soup.selectInputName gives all elements named input that have name attribute with any value. Soup.selectInputType button gives all elements named input that have an attribute named type with a value button. Now, the various selectors can be combined to make sophisticated matches. Now we will see how to use these matches. Here is an example where I have taken no starch soup dot select P, which selects a P tag. Okay, which selects a P tag. If you try to select P tag, it selects those elements which is having P or P tag. It just selects a P tag and stores to elements object. Now the length of the element, if you want to see, you can see length of the element and then you can display the first element. Okay, now if you try to execute the same statement or both the statement after this, and if you try to run, okay, it's giving one error because print length plus len of elements, UOL while scanning string literal. We see why that error comes, because here len is integer. We have to convert integer to string by using str function. Now 1 2 brackets and 3 brackets we have to close. Now you see run, and if there are any more mistakes, we have to see what's that mistake. 1 2 3 brackets open. Okay, and now here the len of elements gives error when you try to display. It's giving length of element as 68, and when I try to display fourth element, it's giving this text. Okay, like that. If you are trying to display the ninth element, run, then if there is a ninth element, then it displays. It's displaying ninth element. Like that, you can get the elements from 10 to all other. Let us see whether we can get. No, we have to get one element at a time, or you can do it inside the loop. It is displaying. Okay, with the P tag. Inside the P tag, what and all elements are there? There are 68 P tags. Similarly, if we try to get some elements like div span using no starch, okay, no starch soup, okay, using the object no starch soup, okay, and then if you try to display, if you try to store it in the elements tag, then if you try to run and display the length, if you try to get the length, and if you try to display the 10th element, you see here, yes, length of element is 41 and 10th element is topics. You can also try to display 6th element, run, displays 41 as the length. There is no 6th element. Okay, there is no div span as a 6th element. Like that, you can go on change the index and you can see whether such elements are available or not. Similarly, you can go on select different elements from soup.select method or through soup.select method. If the elements are available, it displays that, otherwise it won't display. For example, in this program, you import BS4, imports a BS4 model, and it opens example.html and stores the file descriptor in example file, and here example file.read. Okay, it opens example.html and reads the content, the read content is stored as soup object by using vs4.beautiful soup. Means all HTML elements are stored in the example soup. Now from that all HTML elements, if we are trying to select author and stored elements, type elements displays the list of class, and n of elements displays length as 1. Type elements of 0 displays the first elements type, and elements of 0 dot get text displays as figured as a element content. Now we will see whether it works in Jupyter Notebook. First we have to import VS4 model and remove this angular marks. Open example.html and then read the file as well as select author tag from HTML elements by using soup.select, and then display the length, and then display the type of elements 0, and also print elements of 0 dot get text using elements of 0 dot get text. Try to print. Okay, now if you try to run this, it gives file not found, no such directory example.html. Okay, we have to open existing file. We will see some HTML files, or we will store some HTML files from the textbook itself in a text file. For example, this is a HTML file. We copy this HTML file and store it in a notepad and save as example.html file. Okay, give the file name as example.html. Example.html. Okay, and then save it in the present working folder. Present working folder means where the code of this Python or Jupyter Notebook available. Then we have to select C users and then Sumati. Okay, where we are having current Jupyter Notebooks file. Okay, save. Now if you try to run, because example.html is available in the current folder, it is displaying the author A.L. Swigert. Okay, and these are all we need to print. Okay, print the content by using print method. Print the content by using print method. Okay, run this. It displays the type of class as element dot result set and length as 1 and author is AI Sridhar and type of element 0 as BS for that element dot tag. Now let us try with the different select methods with different tags. If we try to select soup dot select div here, okay, instead of soup you have to select example soup or example soup. Instead of soup you have to select example soup. Example soup dot select div and dv, store it in the object dv. Now print the length. You can also print the length to check how many div tags are there. Print length of div and then print div of 0 dot get text. Okay, and then run. Length of dv it's giving 0 and dv of 0 dot get text. Giving the list index out of range indicates there is no such element. When length is 0, there is no such element. Okay, therefore it's giving error. It indicates there is no div tag. We can see the example.html file once again, which is given here. What content is having? It's having author tag, class tag, it's having p tag. Okay, and it's having span tag. There is also span tag. You can select these tags here. Here you can select span, SPAN. Okay. And it's not displaying the result. Indicates yes, it's displaying the result. dv length of dv is 1 and span having al figure. Okay, you can see in the span tag content is al figure. It's displaying that content, as well as you can select p tag here. Okay, select p tag and you can see how many p tags are there. There are 3 p tags. Okay, and 0th p tag having this content, indicates first p tag having this content and second p tag having this content, third p tag having this content. Now we have to select either 0 or 1 or 2. Second p tag having this content. Like this, how the whatever tags this file having, those tags only we can select by using soup.select method. By using soup.select method. This how the program works.